Rapper can morph in the puff.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, go orange. Orange. 0. 0. Hey, go orange. Orange.
They'll throw again. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Left. Hey, Rocket. Son.
Rivers again. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Trucks over it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hyde on 1st. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Load it! Load it! Hey, Rocket!
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to let this one go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, left. Hey.
From the gun, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go orange. Orange. Alpha!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Wait. Okay.
Now Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Come on. Let's see it.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 62 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one. to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Delta! Hey, go orange 5-4. Hey, left.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Finding room to the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rivers to throw this time. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Got some room at the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, Rocket. Bust right. Buffalo wall.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now, Charles, what do? You want to create some space here for your punter if you have to punt.
I think maybe you just go quarterback sneak and try and create that space and hope your punter can help you out.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Rivers from his own end zone on 3rd down. This complete to Henry over the middle. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, Rocket! White! Okay, White! Buffalo wall! Done!
From the gun, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Right there! Oh, dang, baby! Let's go! White! Hey, Hunt!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
Let's go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40.
Load it. Load it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. first down. Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go. 0. 8 hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Throwing, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He dumps it to Hyde. Oh, he bowls over it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have the center eligibles.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Zero. Round. Keep it skinny. Keep it skinny.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Load it. Load it. Hey, go orange. Orange. Load it.
From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Thomas. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Following the interception here, Rivers throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Thomas. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Hyde is the lone man in the backfield here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.